Having a practice here in Huntsville, what's been one of the most rewarding parts about having your practice here in Huntsville?
Like we have grown as Huntsville has grown. I remember being a kid and coming to Huntsville, and it was the Madison Square Mall, and there was not a whole lot of other things. But in the time that I've had my office here, pretty much since 2008, so for the last 17 years or so, I've watched Huntsville blossom, and we've had the opportunity to blossom with it. And that opportunity has given me the opportunity to then meet other small business owners, especially through the chamber, businesses I would have never had other contact with. I don't do a lot of missile defense work. I don't do any kind of contracting work. So getting to meet those people. So as Huntsville has grown, we have grown, and just kind of being a symbiotic part of that relationship has been really great.
What advice would you give them?
And sit down and come up with a business plan first. I practiced law and then I came up with a business plan later. Like I think about sometimes, how much more successful could we have been earlier on had we done that? I think a lot of us love what we do and we want to turn it into some sort of, you want to monetize it, but you've got to have a plan on how you're going to do that, and really look at it realistically. How am I going to grow organically? Or am I going to, bring on a coach to help me? Or am I going to, how am I going to market this? And, now with social media, I mean, you have some of the lowest price attention out there. You just got to set up your camera and start talking. And so I think you just come up with that business plan first, and then open up that camera and start talking to people, from a social media perspective, get out and know people in the community. And that way you can also kind of bounce your ideas off of them and see how other people have done it.